Hi everybody, I'm Mandy with AverageTryGirl.com, and today I'm going to tell you what's in my bag for my triathlons. So let's do this. Okay, first thing, I always keep an extra bike pump with me. I don't necessarily keep it in my transition area, but when I go to a triathlon, I always have it. I like to check my tires before I take off on the race. And this one actually has a gauge on it, so I make sure to get it at the right pressure. Okay, let's see. This is my towel that I like to lay my transition area out on. I always like to choose a bright colored one so that it's easy to spot. And triathlons always start early in the morning, so I always take a jacket with me because I freeze everywhere I go. You always want to have either your race belt, or somewhere in here I have extra pins. In case you like to pin your number on instead of using a race belt. So I keep those in there. And I always keep extras because inevitably somebody will be looking for some throughout, before the race starts. Of course, we have our wetsuits. And I like to keep an extra small towel in my bag. This is nice for when you get out of the water, if you need to wipe sand off of your feet or dry off your hair or your face. And I always like to keep a small one. The big ones are too bulky. Of course, glasses for riding the bike. Imperative for me. I have a really hard time riding without glasses. And I like to run with a hat, so I keep my hat in there. Of course, a bike helmet. Let's see, what else do we have? I always have extra hair things, because for some reason, I misplace hair things all the time. So I make sure and have extra ones just in case. Of course, lots of hydration. On race morning, I love to train with Gatorade, but on race morning, a lot of times my nerves get to me, and all I can handle is water. So I always have both of those. And then I like to keep my swim stuff in my swim cap so that I know that it's all together. Goggles, swim cap, and if you like to swim with earplugs too, I personally don't, but a lot of my ladies do. And I guess nose plugs would go in there too, if you're a nose plug swimmer. And then my bike shoes. And of course, you gotta have the running shoes. Now, I'm not one to run with socks, but if you are, I would recommend slipping them into your shoes so you know exactly where they're at. I like to have a squeeze bottle in my bag with just water in it so that if you get out, if you're doing like a beach swim, and you need to squirt the sand off of your feet, you can do that with a squirt bottle quickly. And sunscreen, because we all know that it's not the quickest thing to do. Okay, I also always like to keep an extra pair of shoes for when you get your wetsuit on in the morning to protect your feet so you're not walking around barefoot before the swim. And then let's see what's in this side pocket here. Okay, your watch or GPS, and you want to remember your timing chip, which you usually get the day before, but I don't have one with me. Just wanted to mention that. And then I always like to keep extra pens in my bag so that if the marking lines to put your numbers on are extra long, you have them right here and you can do it yourself. And a first aid, somewhat of a first aid kit. I have a little bit of Neosporin, a couple Band-Aids, and of course tampons just in case. And then some people like to listen to music beforehand to calm them down, so iPod. And then my final pocket, I think, is a little bit of energy. I prefer Luna bars. And then just in case when I come back to transition area I feel like I need a little pick-me-up, I like the Sport Beans. And I always like to have Kleenexes with me because for some reason when I bike ride my nose runs. So Kleenexes, Hoo-Ha Ride Glide, and my inhaler. I'm asthmatic. A few other things that I would recommend for first-timers, maybe some Imodium in case your stomach is out of control that morning, so you don't have to spend the whole race in the bathroom. And then also, if you wear glasses, pack extra contacts and contact cleaner just in case you lose a contact and you need to be able to see. Anyways, you can find a list of all this stuff on my website at averagetryGirl.com, and good luck with your race.